What's up, everybody? This is Coach MJ, the coaching connoisseur, and welcome to our training broadcast for today. Today, we're going to be talking about simplification because there's so many messages out there on the internet. There's so many gurus. There's so many methods, so many ways to start a coaching business, so many ways to start a business in general, and it can be overwhelming. I know that as a newbie years ago, it was overwhelming to try to figure out what way to do it, how to get customers, how much to charge, and how to, stay afloat when things go wrong in business, and, how to deal with competition, and all of these different things that as an outsider coming in, you think are important. And those things are important. But then there's a lot of other things that as a new person coming into the coaching world or into the business world that you don't know are going to be important. And indeed, there are people who get started with their business not knowing these pieces, and they leave them out and they end up failing. So when you are trying to start a business and you see all of the coaching business and you see all the stuff out there that you need to know, like marketing, like infrastructure, like funnels, like all of that stuff to get customers to you. And then you also know that there are other success qualities that you don't know about or that you don't realize that you need. It can be overwhelming. And what happens is it can keep you stuck, not getting started, or staying stuck on the things that are not going to actually bring revenue to you. They're not going to actually bring new clients to you. You're not going to know how to serve them. You're not going to know how to repeat any little bit of success you have. But when you see all that is out there and you need to know what's going on before you get started, and it's so complex, it's so overwhelming, and it's hard to figure out, it can be super discouraging. So I like to simplify things. That's one of my skill sets, or one of my gifts as a coach, is making complex things simpler. Okay. And so if you've watched my content for any length of time, you know that I love a list and I love a set because it makes it sticky. It makes it to where it's memorable. It makes it to where it seems like something that you can actually accomplish. So today we're going to be talking about my simple 3-set formula for you to claim fortune and freedom in 2022. Fortune and freedom. We're talking about time and money. Time being more valuable than money, but those are the two things you need to have so that you can travel freely, so that you can go wherever you want to go, do whatever you want to do whenever you get there, stay as long as you want to, and not have to worry about taking off from work, saving up for a year or two to have this once in a lifetime vacation, asking off from work, none of those types of things, because you'll be in charge. That's what fortune and freedom creates. Having money gives you options. Having complete control over your time or freedom gives you options as well. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And there's 3 sets that we're going to be talking about. We're going to go through these pretty quickly. The first one is a word that people throw around a lot to the point where it's gotten cliche. It's watered down, but it's still something that you need to have. And that is mindset. You have to have a rock solid, or as I call it, a diamond strong mindset. Diamond being the hardest material in the world. You can only cut a diamond with another diamond, right? You need to have an unshakable mindset. If you don't like that word, mentality, attitude, thought process. Your mindset is the set of beliefs that shape how you see the world, how you behave, how you think, how you feel in any given situation. And we know that you don't have things first and then become what you think having those things is going to make you become. In other words, you're not going to get $1 million first and then become a millionaire and then do things that millionaires do. No, you have to be a millionaire in your mind first. You have to think like they do. You have to behave as if you have already achieved that thing before you will start to do the things to bring it into reality and manifest it, and then actually have a millionaire lifestyle. It doesn't happen the other way around. And so many people make the mistake of thinking, once I get there, then I will become something different. I'll think different. It'll be better. No, you'll never get there unless you operate from a framework of already being there. And that's where your mindset comes in. That's the first set. It's your goals. It's your beliefs, what you have decided and accepted is true about you and your part of the world. That's a part of your mindset. The things that you celebrate, patting yourself on the back, giving yourself credit for those small wins, those milestones, that positive action that you're taking every day. That's a part of your mindset. You have to focus on those things every day. And then also being grateful for where you are now, not necessarily complacent or staying stuck there, but just being grateful for where you are now, what you have now, being actually thankful for that. All of that is a part of having the mindset of success. If you have a rock solid mindset where you are unshakable, it's going to help you to ward off the fear and the uncertainty. It's not going to go away. You're always going to have fear, but you're going to know how to do it anyway. I always tell people, face the fear and do it anyway. If you are expecting to move forward in the thing that you want to accomplish in your coaching business after you're not afraid, after you're comfortable. I'll never forget a call I had with a woman one time. And she said, when I get more comfortable, then I'll move forward. I said, you're never going to move forward because comfort is not where entrepreneurs live. We live on the edge of comfort. We live on the edge of fear, but we have learned how to do the thing we fear anyway. And what's the expression? When you do the thing that you fear, the death of fear is certain. You can't be afraid of something that you have already mastered or overcome or stepped into. But you can't have any of that type of unshakable mindset unless you work on it. You have to have mindset, and really it's first. It is first. So many people want me to, how do you do it? What are the things that you do every day? I work on my mindset. That's the most important thing. I could tell you all the strategy and talk about funnels and marketing and clients and sales and all of that. But if you don't have what's between your ears dialed in, none of the rest of it's going to be effective. None of it will work until you have this first set in our 3-set formula of mindset. And once you've got your mind right, everything else falls into place. Mindset is 90+% of what you're going to need to succeed. To claim fame and fortune in 2022, which is going to be starting day after tomorrow. Mindset, mindset, mindset. Call it whatever you want to if you're sick of the word mindset. But just because it's cliche, just because people say it a lot, doesn't mean it's not true. As a matter of fact, because you keep hearing it, that means there's something to it. But you have to know what those habits are and those behaviors that will help you to build that mindset every single day. Okay, I focus on that one a lot because it's the most important. The second set of our 3-set formula is your skill set. Because guess what? The range of your skills and abilities, your experience, what you know, what you're passionate about, what you can help people solve a problem in, that's important. Because no matter how great your mindset is, if you don't have a marketable skill set to take to the world, if you don't have it framed from the perspective of a problem that you can solve for clients, it's not going anywhere. What I know for sure, though, is if you are watching this video, or if you're watching this training, you have a skill set. You may not think that it is a skill set that can turn you into a high-ticket coach, but I guarantee it is, okay? Especially if you do it for money already. If you do it at your job or have done whatever it is you want to do at a job and somebody paid you for it, guess what? That's a clue that your skill set is at least somewhat on point. They would not pay you to do what you do if there was not some value to it. Granted, they are way underselling your skill set. But the fact that they have you there means that they have you doing something that they don't want to do or that they can't do so that they don't have to worry about doing it. That's your skill set. You can also turn a skill set into a high-ticket coaching business if you don't do it for a living. Whether you do or don't doesn't really matter. If it's something that you know really well and there are other people who want to know how to do it and you can show them how, your unique magic, your brilliance, that is a skill set that you need in order to claim fortune and freedom in 2022. The thing is, what most people don't realize is that we have allowed jobs, we've allowed the media, you've allowed people around you to determine the value of what you know and what you're an expert in, instead of you determining it for yourself. So because you haven't found a job that's going to pay you what you're worth, or you've worked it as a business and people didn't want to pay you what it was worth, or people tell you can't make no money doing that, because you've heard that so long, you believe that it's true. That's where it goes back to mindset. You can't listen to people who are not doing what you want to do and let them tell you whether your idea is feasible, whether your expertise is monetizable. There are very few skill sets that are not monetizable in some way. You always have to frame it as a pro and from the perspective of not what you want and not who you are. Customers don't care who you are. They want to know what you can do for them. So your skill set is important. You have to be good at what you do. I'm not saying you have to be the top of your field or highly decorated. You don't have to have certification. You don't need a degree. You don't need a certification to coach. You don't need a degree in what you do, because here's what's true. When people know that you know what you're talking about, they're not looking for an alphabet soup behind your name. If they really want out of that pain, they're going to come to you for the solution. End of story. Don't let anybody tell you that, well, eventually you need a certification. I've been doing this for years. No certification is needed. All I know is that I know what I know, and my clients know that I know what I know, and I can move forward. And that can be the thing for you as well. Your skill set is important. You have to be good at whatever it is you want to do, but you probably already are, which is why you have this thing in your mind that you want to become a high ticket coach teaching other people to do. So you've got your mindset. It's on point. You've got your skill set. You already have that, right? Don't start nothing new. It's got to be something that you already know how to do, but you need to be passionate about it. It needs to be aligned with your purpose. And then the third set in our 3-step formula to claim fortune and freedom in 2022 is your jet set. What are you talking about, Coach MJ? I'm going to tell you right now, your jet set. So what's a jet set? A jet set is defined at a fundamental level as an international network of wealthy people traveling the world to participate in social activities or whatever that most ordinary people can't participate in. That's the dictionary definition. Your network needs to be upgraded, sis. It does. Down here where the folk can't afford it, they can't afford the trip. You want too much. How dare you want to go first class? Who you think you are, staying in an Airbnb for a month and working from over there? She thinks she's so much. She's bougie. She's whatever. All that stuff right there. You got to let those people alone. You got to keep them out of your dreams. There may be some of them that are related to you that you can't completely detach from, but if it's a person that is not aligned with the jet set that you want to be a part of, you got to leave them alone and replace those individuals who are stopping you from getting where you want to go with your jet set, your network. And maybe your dream, your goals are probably not just around travel. That's the main one that I see that's commonplace. And that's why I do what I do, to help you get free from the chains of that 9 to 5 so you can travel the world with me and others like me. But even if your goals is to do other things beyond that, to live differently, to give differently, whatever those things are, your network matters. Because when you need support, when you need encouragement, when you need somebody to build you up, when you need somebody to celebrate you, they need to be on the same page as you. Can't keep dragging people along. There's some people in my life who think differently from me because I have chosen to upgrade how I think, how I move. And they're still there. I'm not better than them as a human being, but the way I think is at a heightened level. And I have to be around people who think like I do. Otherwise, my mind and then my life will fall back to the path of least resistance, the lowest common denominator, the weakest link in my life. You have to upgrade your jet set. You got to get aligned with a jet set. Do you see people out there living the way you want to live and doing it the way you want to do it? Because here's the other thing. There's people out there that might be, living a life of apparent freedom, and they travel, they dress a certain way, they live a certain way, whatever that is, but they might not be doing it the way you want to do it. So there are people who have businesses and they have money, but maybe they don't have as much freedom as you want to have. Or, maybe they do things that you don't actually agree with. So your jet set needs to not just be people who have money or people who travel a lot. Although those people are good to be around as well, so you can learn how they think. You need to be around people who are specifically doing what you're trying to do, so that when you guys are holding each other up, when you guys are celebrating each other, when you guys are making plans, when you guys are pushing each other, it is in the exact direction. There are almost 8 billion people on this planet. I guarantee you can create the exact jet set that you want to be a part of. And by create, I just mean finding those individuals, finding those mentors, those coaches, those peers, those colleagues, those clients who are of the type of person that you want to become or that you are becoming, right? Your jet set matters. You cannot hang around with chickens and think you're going to soar like an eagle. We've all heard that expression, and it's so very true. You can't. You cannot out finagle your weakest link, the lowest common denominator in your life. Your jet set is the third important part of this simple 3-step formula. If you get your mindset on point and your skill set is on point, and if it's not, brush up on some stuff and get it to where you know you can coach others to get where you are. And then also your jet set is on point, you will be unstoppable in 2022. But a lot of people, because the world is so negative, the world is so bent on what's not working, it's hard to just know how to build up your mindset because the news and your family and your friends and social media is all based around negativity. So you don't always know how to build up your mindset. Hey, your skill set, your job has kept you here, right? Your job has said this high and no further. So maybe you've gotten discouraged from pursuing more and from pushing higher. So it's time to get on point with that. Your jet set, you're around the people you're around, your coworkers, your family, your friends, your neighbors, whoever it is, and you're not going any higher than them. You got to get around a different network of people. And if you need help, not just any help, but expert help in turning this 3-step formula into fame and fortune for you in 2022 that starts in less than 2 days, we need to talk. Book your free call with me now. It's a free call, about 45 minutes. We're going to talk. We're going to see what's been going on. MelanieHunter.com/chat. We're going to talk about what's going on in your life, your business. And if your business doesn't exist, we're going to look at what's been stopping you, what's holding you back. What are the missing pieces you need to get your mindset, skill set, and jet set up to par so that you can create a high-ticket coaching business from scratch in this new year. And if we are fit to help you get there, we're going to get you started the day we talk to get you started on the path to building that coaching empire. If we're not a fit, I'll tell you that. I'll direct you to what I think will serve you better. But either way, the call is going to be the best call you've ever had because it's going to be specific to what you need. It's not a free coaching call. I can't coach you until I know what's going on. So we're going to be talking about, it's a time for honesty and decision. What's going on? What's holding you back? What's at stake if you don't get this fixed now? And what are the next steps to move you to your dream? Again, my calendar is at MelanieHunter.com with 2 L's, MelanieHunter.com/chat. CHAT. It's on the screen right now. Go ahead and book your call. I know we're going into a new year. You set goals for yourself. You maybe got a new calendar, a new planner. You set some New Year's resolutions. But you want to know, how can this year be different from all the other years when that stuff didn't come to pass, especially when it comes to your finances and your business? That's what this call is going to be about. MelanieHunter.com/chat. The next few days in my calendar have some openings. I would love to talk to you about helping you to claim fortune and freedom in the next year. And hey, if you do it on a large enough scale, you might end up with some fame as well when enough people know about your greatness and what it is you do. But it starts with a decision to not just keep doing what you've been doing that has not worked, has not gotten you the business that you want, but do something different. And it starts with your conversation with me. I look forward to talking to you. I look forward to meeting you, hearing about what you want to accomplish and see whether we can work together to get you there as quickly and as profitably as possible. Until next time, take care and be blessed.